Hi guys, I'm Shmi, and today you join me in London to take a look at this rather special car behind me, the Koenigsegg Agera RS1. Now, we saw it in my vlog the other day, had a quick little glimpse at this car alongside another of the 25 Agera RSs, but today I'm going to show you all around, have a look at the inside, and then jump in for a little ride with Vitesse, the owner, whose Instagram link you can find down below. But let's first take a little look around and check out what is a truly spectacular car. And well, 25 of them in the world, only 8 of which are going over to the USA. So this is actually registered in California. It's over here in London as it's been at the factory, and then it went actually over to the New York Motor Show, and then it came back over for the owner's tour in Sweden before coming here to London for a little holiday. Now, looking around the car itself, the colour is the sort of purest form of white that the owner could find. It was a colour created for his Bugatti Grand Sport Vitesse, hence the name Vitesse from Vitesse, I'm sure you get it. And it's combined with the carbon fibre and then the blue touches, which are pretty neat as well, sort of a signature to go against the white and matching through to the interior. But as we look around the car, firstly, it is crazy. The Agera RS is the sort of hardcore version of a Koenigsegg Agera, Agera R, Agera S, if they weren't already hardcore. So this car, as you can see, has all the carbon fibre at the front splitter. It has these extra canards. I think it's the only Agera RS that has those canards around the front. It's also the only Agera RS that doesn't have a stripe down the side, and the only one that has the scoop intake here on the back, as well as the regular wing. So out of the 8 cars going over to the US, most of them have the sort of half-mounted wing back here. But this has the active rear wing, which has less drag, so it actually makes it the fastest of all the Agera RSs. And then back there is the 5-litre twin-turbocharged V8 that we're going to get to see in a moment. But the thing is just cool. And you know what? I've got the key. This is the key for the Koenigsegg Agera RS1, for this one-off car. Koenigsegg crest shape, it's black paint with sort of diamond in it as well, so even more special. Lock and unlock. And then to open the car, you have the button on the underneath of the door, which you give a press, the window drops, and then it opens up like that. It is such a cool door mechanism, the way they do that, the way in sort of a small space the whole door opens up and moves out of the way, and then you are greeted with the interior, which has the blue Alcantara throughout. And this is what we couldn't see in the video the other day. So you've got the sort of bucket seat with Koenigsegg stitching, the crest embroidery up at the top on the headrest. But if we come towards the front, one of the neatest things is that the instrument cluster is from the Agera. This has the new instrument cluster, the Agera steering wheel, basically fully updated, the new software, the Agera RS1 badging embroidery on the dashboard on the other side as well. But I always think the Koenigseggs are so cool, the way you've got this massive side sill, this massive carbon fibre cell, the tub that you're sitting inside, obviously lightweight, and it feels like and looks like race car, pure hardcore awesomeness. Now you can also take the roof off, and if you take the roof off, it can stow away in the front bonnet, which obviously lifts up, and then you get all the noise of the air going in through the scoop. But there's one thing I haven't talked about, which is why it is actually called the RS1, given that an Agera RS normally has 1,170 horsepower. Well, this car actually has 1,360, well, probably 1,380 odd. It has 1 megawatt of power. The 1 represents the 1. You can see around the back here, the California number plate, Y-Tri with the double Ys. The Bugatti that matches has Y-Tri with the double Ys at the end, which is a quite neat thing as well. But if I come through here, I can reach in and open up the rear. So we can open up the engine bay, come round towards the back. You can see the suspension system through there, which is always pretty neat. You give this a lift, and up it opens, revealing heaven. So back there, the 5-litre twin-turbocharged V8 mounted, obviously mid-mounted behind, but basically everything you look at, carbon fibre, well over 1,000 horsepower. The widest rear tyres you've pretty much ever seen. Those are spectacularly fat Michelin tyres developed for the car. If we squeeze back round, just everything you look at is beautiful and smart. Look at the sort of finishing on all the different bolts. And the exhaust back here, coming out down towards the back. And then the blue sort of highlights you've got all around the car, just carrying through and giving it that style, spirited performance. I like that a lot as well. But let me just close the door here for a moment. It closes really nice and gently. So this is a very, very special machine, and I think it's time to hear it probably firing up. So let's get the back close back down and get it started. And it fires into action, and that noise go then. Look at it on the move, it's so low to the ground. The gap between the tyres and the arches is just tiny. I mean, this is proper hypercar territory right here. Time to hop in. So the button under here, release the door, that will fold forwards, and I will step into the car and pull the door back down. Okay, here we are. Gosh, the new screen is awesome, the way you have that bright and clear. Belt up. Koenigsegg versus London bus. The bus is winning slightly, but here we go. Check out this place. I love the way you get the indicator lights flashing on the door mirror in the Koenigsegg crest shape. But just this in traffic, it is something that just stands out completely, and the car is going to go from here back to the factory for final sort of checks and preparation. That guy on the bike there is quite brave, but just feels mega. I mean, this is literally mega. This is a mega car. This right here is something next level, absolutely next level. You've got all the different bits of info you can bring up in here, adjust your seats and mirrors, the car setup, which modes you'd like it in. That's all pretty nice as well. The racetrack mode. And the pops on the shifts. Those are really cool. Just cruising through London. Past Marble Arch. Go around. This must just be something completely out there. If you're sitting watching, or if you're sitting on a bench in the traffic and this goes by, this must be something crazy. The thing with a car like this is it is awesome here, but it cannot be used to anywhere near its full potential. I mean, we're just cruising along in 30, 40 mile an hour speed limits, and it feels like it's being strangled and just wants to be let a little bit loose. You've got the Koenigsegg Ghost back there on the rear shelf, and if I bring the camera down this way, you've also got the RS1 limited edition 1 of 25 plaque down there as well in the center underneath the power switch. So it's just cool. Like, look at the door handles. This is one of my favorite things, the little carbon handle to open the door right there, with even the crest on there. Everything about the car is just so cool. Well, completely made for Koenigsegg. And if you take a look at the roof as well, it's got the sort of glass central roof section, but the quilted Alcantara here, super nice. And obviously that's the bit that you stow away in the front, so you can unclip it. You unclip each of these, and then you just lift it out and off, put it away in the front of the car. Seems strange following a cyclist, but awesome to be in the car and experience it slightly and escape the traffic jam. Just the noise of this thing, the way it builds up, and the wing and the door mirror. Just a shame we're so restricted by speed limits, but still fun to just be in here. And even, you know, if you're going to sit on streets like this, barely moving, you might as well be doing it with something like this. Wow. Wow. Oh yeah, that's the first gear, that sounded good, the way you get the burbles. Oh, C63S, nice. This just sounds like a monster. It sounds like it would be such a beast out on the runway, where it's going to go for some more testing. Excuse that, by the way, that's the car has a couple of bits of software still needing to be saved and updated just to get it on the road already. This is just cool, all of this. Start button in the center, the windows, lights, and all of those parts are done around there. Your feet down in the top, on the side carbon fibre. Very nice. Everybody rushing to get their shots, unsurprisingly. And we head back in to the Dorchester car park area. The steering wheel's really nice. Carbon flat bottom, super cool. Okay then, so goes down the door. What a little adventure there. Tiny little ride, but an awesome one. It's such an epic car. Just look around the back of this thing and listen to it. Just colours and how low that diffuser is to the ground. I love these things, it's so cool. That has 1 megawatt of power. Forget supercars, hypercars, that's a Megacar. 1 megawatt, 1,360 horsepower, and I guess it's going to be parked back up at the end here. Wow. And there we have it. So change of plans once more, just to park it here for the moment so we get a good look around it. What an awesome car. Wow. That's it for now then, an awesome experience, even if it's just driving around the streets of London, but something like that is just epic. So do go give Vitesse a follow and Vitesse Junior, the links are in the description down below. But this has been awesome. I'm sorry it wasn't like going Mach 10, but that would not really be appropriate around city streets. Anyway, the Koenigsegg Agera RS1, a one-off, one of the 25 Koenigsegg Agera RSs, and an awesome car to be able to see. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.